Hello guys, welcome back to our class. I hope all of you are doing well, and today we are going to continue our lesson. It's going to be very easy, but I need you to stay focused, engage with the lesson, and don't you ever dare to skip the class. So we roll the intro, let's go. Epic, right? I hope you are enthusiastic like me today. Before we start, I would like to remind you that you need to prepare a piece of paper and also a pen. You don't have it? Alright, go take it now.
2,000 years later.
Guys, remember it is compulsory for you to follow this lesson till the end. Don't you ever dare to skip any part of the lesson, because that will be considered as cheating. There will be 3 teachers with us today, which is me, Sir Shamsul, and also teacher Nazira. By the end of this lesson, there will be a Google form that you need to fill to prove that you completed today's lesson. And for those that are watching the recording of this live stream, you are required to do that too. Let's proceed with our lesson. Okay, this is the continuation from last week's lesson. We are still doing reading comprehension. Therefore, you can apply the same technique that I taught you before. So now let's pull the screen and take a look at the text. Since more than half of you guys are using your smartphone, and I'm afraid that you might not be able to see the screen clearly, I'll read the text for you. So please listen carefully. Waking up to a nightmare. Bukit Mertajam. A heavy downpour in the wee hours had caused some 100 homes in Macang Bubok, Bukit Mertajam, to be hit by flash flood. The panic-stricken villagers in the area had to hurry to save their belongings and move them to higher ground. A fire engine, a truck, and 2 boats were dispatched to the scene to help the flood victims. The affected villagers were taken to a relief center at a school nearby. Fortunately, there were no casualties. Saad Osman, 49, whose house in Kampung Macang Bubok was among those affected, said that such occurrence was not uncommon. He further added,
"It rained heavily at about 3 a.m. last night. 2 hours later, the water started gushing in and rose rapidly up to waist level. We face this problem at least once a year, but this year is the worst. My furniture is all damaged as I had no time to move them out."
Another victim, Muhammad Rosli Idris, 45, said,
"It came as a surprise to us because the water rose very fast this time. Fortunately, some villagers managed to save their belongings in time."
Another resident, who wished to be known only as Jack, blamed the development projects nearby as the main cause of the flood.
"There are many new construction work done on high grounds. Therefore, whenever it rains heavily, the water flows onto the low grounds, causing the river nearby to burst in banks.
The villagers hoped that relevant authorities would look into this matter seriously and take the appropriate actions to overcome this problem immediately. Alright guys, splendid. The text is really easy, so I believe you guys shouldn't have any problem at all. But let's discuss some of the words there. Alright, look at me. I'm going to list all the words for you so that it's going to be much easier for you. These words and phrases are important. Take out your pen guys, jot this down. The first one, downpour. Downpour means a heavy fall of rain. Write it down, a heavy fall of rain. Simple sentence. The downpour was so heavy that we were soaked by the time we got to the car. Second one, panic-stricken. Panic-stricken is an adjective, and the meaning is very frightened. Simple sentence. The streets were full of panic-stricken people trying to escape the tear gas. Next, dispatch. The meaning is sent off to a destination. For example, 2 loads of fruits were dispatched to the factory on 12 December. Fourth one, casualties. It refers to one who is injured or killed in an accident. Simple sentence, there were no casualties in the traffic accident. Occurrence. Occurrence refers to an incident or event. Here is the way to use it. There have been several occurrences of theft in the area recently. Next, gushing. It refers to a sudden flow in great volume. For example, water gushing from a hydrant. Authorities. Authorities refers to a person or organization having political or administrative power and control. The way you can use this is health authorities issued a worldwide alert regarding the pandemic. Lastly, appropriate. The meaning is suitable or proper in the circumstances. Sample sentence is, I didn't think his comments were very appropriate at the time.
6.5 hours later.
Let's take a look at the text again and let's identify all the words we discussed before. Now, we read the text by taking into account the words you just learned. I will give you 3 minutes to read the text. Alright, I hope you got no problem and able to fully understand the text. Next, we will proceed with the question. I'll let you read the question first, then Share Some Soul will take it from there. Alright guys, you may start now.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. So, as for my part, I will continue with section C. Okay, so for question A, what happened in Macang Bubuk? Basically, this is a simple question. You can straight away get the answer in the first paragraph. And then for question B, what caused this to happen? This is also quite a simple question. You can get the answer from either second or third paragraph. The same goes with question C, how many houses were affected? And then for question D, who said that the flood was a usual problem in his village. Next, we move to question E. Fill in the blanks with an appropriate word or phrase from the passage. For number 1, very early in the morning. Number 2, incident. Number 3, flowing in suddenly. Number 4, overflow. Next, question F. What does the phrase "there was no casualties" mean? Question G. According to Jack, what was the main cause of the flood? Next, H. How would the affected villagers have felt about the situation? And I will emphasize on the question after that, which is I and J. Okay, for questions I and J, suggest 2 ways how we can help the victims. So for this part, actually it's not that hard. The question is not that hard, but if you know how to answer, the question will be easy for you. So suggest 2 ways how we can help the victims. So if you just imagine that you are on the same shoes with those who involved or what we can say, you just imagine yourself in their shoes. What will you do? And then for question J, state 2 ways how we can avoid flash floods. So you just you need to think for this question. You need to think carefully, because I'm sure not all of you can or have or ever experience flash floods. So this question is maybe hard for some of you, but you just imagine you are in their situation. What will you do? Okay, next next teacher Aziz will continue with the answer.
Okay guys, you have 10 minutes to answer the question. After that, teacher Aziz will tell you the answer. Please check your answer and please no cheating.
now it is time for us to check the answers. Okay, so I assume all of you have finished answering the question. Okay, so I'll give you the answers. Okay, so for A, the answer is the village was hit by a flash flood, or you can answer the village was flooded. Either one is okay, just that you need to put the idea of flood in your answer. Alright, so for B, the answer is rain heavily. Rain heavily, or you can also answer a downpour in the wee hours. Right, so moving on to C, the answer is 100 homes. 100 homes. Okay, and then D, the answer is saat or smart. This one very direct. Okay, smart. Right, and then moving on to E. Okay, E, the question asks you to word or phrase in the text. Okay, remember when the question asks you word from the text, so here it asks you to find word or phrase from the text, so one word or one phrase only. Okay, so let's check. Number one, very early in the morning. Very early in the morning. So answer is wee hours, right? And then for number two, the word is incident, and the answer is occurrence. Okay, be careful of the spelling. Okay, because occurrence is a bit tricky, so you need to be very careful. Alright, so number three, flowing in suddenly. Okay, it is a phrase, so the answer is gushing in. Gushing in. Okay, and then the last one is overflow. The answer is burst its banks. Okay, so the answer for number 4, burst its bank. Okay, right, so that's all for E. And then we go to F. Okay, so for F, okay, the answer is no death. Okay, no death, or you can also answer no injuries. Okay, and then for G, okay, the answer is development projects. Okay, or you can also answer construction work done in higher ground. Construction work done in higher ground. Okay, and then H. Okay, this one, this, okay, you can say sad, depressed, traumatized, unhappy, all those negative feelings, because this is a tragedy. Okay, a flash flood, so of course negative feelings. Okay, sad, depressed, afraid. Okay, then we go to I. Okay, I, the answer is give donations. Okay, and also you can also say give clothes, food, water. Okay, all kinds of essential for the victims. Okay, and the last one, okay, J. Okay, what we do? Okay, maybe you can answer do not litter, or you must have good drainage system. Okay, and that is all for these questions. Okay, A until J, I gave you all the answers, right? And I hope you can be honest and check your exercise, check your answers, okay? And then I think that's all, alright, from 3 of us. So that's all. Bye-bye.
That's the end of it. Please submit your attendance by using the Google form below. As for your answer just now, snap its picture and send it using Google Classroom. Don't forget to subscribe for our next lesson. Stay home, stay safe, and goodbye.